You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. The dream has ended. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Martin Luther King memorably stated, "I have a dream." Joseph had his Technicolor dream coat, and in the excellent film Inception, the dream was collapsing. And it would appear that the third item is the most relevant to the situation of Harry's wife, as reported in the Daily Record in an article by Eve Beattie, the showbiz reporter. Prince Harry and Harry's wife's dreams of conquering America come to an end, following months of scrutiny. It would appear that the pressure is piling up. We know that they lost the Spotify deal. Netflix gave them a yellow card. New deals have not been forthcoming. There has been nothing generated by the new agency, notwithstanding her involvement for 3 months. Popularity remains at an all-time low, and the media is having a field day, on a daily basis generating content which criticizes Harry's wife, causing her to experience frequent threats to her control to the extent that she has regard to the material that's being advanced. There are few voices in the darkness that are supporting her. Hello attempts to bring up the past by making another reference to what was revealed in the Harry and Harry's Wife's docuseries. At this time I noticed that they were making reference to Lilyland, talking about a section of the house that was given over to Lily and her toys. It's not new news, and it has been told before. It wasn't particularly interesting the first time, but hello, perhaps finally realizing that the PR dollars are soon going to run out, attempts to come up with something, anything to try and salvage some credibility and likes for the Duchess of Unsuccessfulness. But it would appear that it really is futile, and that it's reported that their dreams have come to an end. Since their departure from the royal family in 2021, widely dubbed as Megxit, the couple were on a high, particularly Harry enjoying the ganja, signing a number of lucrative deals with streaming giants Netflix and Spotify, as well as Harry signing with Penguin Random House to release his bombshell memoir, Spare, in January of this year. However, the past few months have seen the pair experience a number of blows, including their exclusive multi-million-pound deal with Spotify coming to an end, along with a brutal Emmy Award nominations snub. Notice that the press keep making mention of these things. It's almost like a sore that they keep picking at, a wound that the press keep pouring salt into, a reminder of, you're a loser. And now, royal expert Niall Gardiner has spoken out about the couple, claiming that their empire is crumbling to the ground. He said, "The deal with Spotify has come to an end, and in fact they are condemned by a senior executive there who called them grifters. Their dreams of conquering America are coming to an end." Gardner also sees no way back for Prince Harry to be welcomed into the firm again, adding the only thing Harry and Harry's wife currently have going for them is their royal titles, which they cling to like a life raft. He added that they will also likely have to fight to keep their royal titles. They remain the Duke and Duchess of Sussex despite stepping down as senior royals. Earlier in 2023, Harry's wife and Harry shocked millions when they referred to their two children using royal titles of Prince and Princess. In a statement revealing that their daughter had been christened, they referred to the now 2-year-old as Princess Lilibet. In order to avoid any questions over the change, as Archie and Lilibet were previously not given royal titles, Harry's wife and Harry released a statement. They said the children's titles have been a birthright since their grandfather became monarch. This matter has been settled for some time in alignment with Buckingham Palace. That is all the article has to say. It's not particularly memorable, and it doesn't provide us with a forensic examination of why their dreams of conquering America have come to an end. Nevertheless, this is the view of one particular commentator, and there won't be too many who will disagree with this. But what is interesting is, leaving aside the fact that it looks like those dreams have come to an end, is the almost gleeful way that the media is wanting to give them a good pummeling. This is not going to let up. You might have watched the film V for Vendetta, and as part of ensuring the populace remained under control, during the summer there was a steady stream of catastrophes, miseries, and supposed attacks against the government, which caused one punter in a pub to say, "I'm sick of this shit, it's been going on all summer," or words to that effect. You're going to get the same in relation to Harry and Harry's wife. The reason for this is they're just not liked. And because they are experiencing repeated setbacks, Spotify, the warning for Netflix, the stupid pap walks, more and more people are not only prepared to comment about their failures, but more and more people are quite content to want to do so and have it aired. There is no protective status for them. This has all come as a consequence of the way that Harry's wife has behaved and the way that she has influenced Harry. It's only going to get worse for them. There are going to be further headlines that will seize gleefully upon every single mishap that comes their way. There'll be some that might think that's a rather unfair and unpleasant way to treat them, but in actual fact, it's deserved. And furthermore, it has of course come about as a consequence of the way that they have behaved towards the press. As I've explained elsewhere, if you want to mess with the bull, you'll get the horns. And as a consequence of that behaviour, the press is now giving them a good goring. Yes, there'll be the odd PR publication that tries to come to their defence, but it is futile. It's a last stand that isn't going to get them anywhere, as there is a tsunami of shit pouring over them as a consequence of their own failings, which are being seized upon by the media. All of this creates a very desperate situation for Harry's wife, because she faces repeated threats to her control again and again and again and again. Her narcissism will be dealing with this, rejecting it, smearing the people involved, ignoring it. But nevertheless, it keeps landing blows against her, and she has to find somebody to blame. Thus, the easiest thing to do is to keep blaming Harry for these problems, which means not only does his sustained devaluation continue, but it will hasten his disengagement, because not only is he not really providing anything, he's essentially seen as the Jonah, that he is seen as that unlucky talisman on a boat that means you need to chuck him overboard before it takes down the whole vessel. The fact that he is some way cursed and is adversely affecting her. She, of course, doesn't recognise that it's her behaviour, her lack of talent, the things that she said about people. Her narcissism won't allow that. It causes her to point the blame anywhere but upon herself, and the most convenient place to put it is on Harry. And thus, by not providing anything and being seen as actually actively negative towards her prospects of success, this will end up hastening his disengagement. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.